Uy, bakit naman hindi? Ako nga,
presents its own set of problems.
All the young people I meet in our country.
You know, the work is just so much. So
rescuing and taking care of these
And some of them get promoted to indoor cats.
Rina po, I'm a dog lover as well as a cat lover.
How do we make people see naman their side?
Alam, when you think about it, so
Yes.
please, Stella.
No, it's never them.
Hello mga kabiyaya, nandito po kami ngayon. And we are with Michelle,
Hello, everybody.
known as Achi in TikTok, according to her.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation about wonder, about delight, about everything with animals. She rescued a dog recently that came to us. So let's give her the floor.
Hello. Hello, everybody. My name is Michelle. I am also a customer, a customer of Biaya. I recently rescued a dog. Her name's Pili, and she's actually here with me. Pili, girl, let me say hi. Here. This is Pili. I rescued her a week before Typhoon Karina hit. I found her on the street, and then I took her home. She was pregnant when I found her. And then a few weeks later, actually, I took her to vets. I took her to a couple of vets. And then they said na, oh, you'll probably have a month and a half before she gives birth. And then I took her here. They did an x-ray. They showed me, they were like, oh, you have 2 weeks before you have puppies. And then I was like, what? I just found this girl and I'm going to be a Lola already. And then I was like, I just found her. They did the x-ray. They were like, ma'am, this is the spine. Ganyan. And I was looking like, huh? Like, I still haven't absorbed that I found a dog on the street. And then 2 weeks later, she gave birth na. And then, so yeah, this is us. Super loyal also.
Most Asmins are.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's correct to say because there's no scientific stuff behind it, but it's as if they know you rescued them,
Yeah.
and there's like a built-in,
Yeah.
it's loyalty on steroids.
Yeah, because I have dogs. I have Momo. I have Saka that we adopted. But my brother also has. It's different when you adopt. Like when they're puppies and you get them, it's different compared to when you adopt them as an adult. Because my brother has an adopted one also. He was a hit and run victim. So that dog, I was like, grabe galing, Audie. His name's Audie. Is so loyal to you wherever he goes. He can walk without a leash. Matty can set him free in the beach and he'll just come back. And I was like, if I set Momo free, bye-bye, I'll never see
Momo,
you.
you got as a puppy.
Yeah, this one.
Well, he said Jack Russell.
Yeah,
Terrier,
like,
right?
yeah.
So they kind of have their own mind.
Yes,
So
they do.
You're their human
Mm-hmm.
versus they're your dog.
Yes. He owns me.
Oh, yeah.
The schedule around the house, the logistics around the house revolve around him and his mood. Sadly. Like my dad's like looking at me like, "Ay, nako, Michelle." Like I have baby gates now
Yeah.
because I don't know if he has topak that day. Like it's really unpredictable talaga. And then this one, I just found her. It only took like 2 days. And then she would follow me around everywhere. During the beginning, I couldn't walk her with a leash because she was terrified. Like if I show her the leash or if I try to lock her in the leash, she'll start banging her body on the floor. And she was pregnant. So I was like, no. So there's a rule in our village that you're not allowed to walk dogs without a leash. But all the guards know that I just found her. So when they see her, I just say, hindi. Sinusundan-sundan lang ako. Pero hindi kayo, hindi kayo aso because they'll get like upset, right? But then I was like, how are you already following me? It's only been 2 days. And then, so now, even my dad, because my idea, I said earlier, was I was just going to take care of her. And then after she's okay, I'll have her adopted because we already have my dog and then Sake and then Audie. And we have like quite a few pets already. And then like maybe a week down, my dad was looking at me. He was like, you know what? She's like, Michelle, that dog is yours. I don't think she's gonna let you give her up because she would sleep on my chest. Like if we'd sit down, she'd sit like this. She's super okay, just like this. She won't go anywhere.
Incredible.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah. Even now, like a while ago, she left my car. She was about to go on the Shaw Boulevard Street. I was just like, "Hi, come back here." And then she'll come back. Like she knows. Like that's
Yeah.
my person. Now, no one can enter my room. She's a guard dog na din. Like that one. It's bad though. So now I have two tiny ones. Yeah.
But they really I had an event Saturday, and I was talking about the benefits of animals. And there are physical benefits, like they can help people who deal with heart attack. You're also less prone to have a heart attack. They can bring down your blood pressure.
Is it because of the stress? Like
I think they distress you with PTSD.
Yeah.
They help survivors of or
Yes.
people dealing with PTSD.
Yeah.
And I think it's really because they're so innocent. And I always say it's because they were domesticated thousands of years ago. Many dogs, there are breeds because they were bred for a purpose,
Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And I think that connection is so ingrained in our DNA
Yeah.
that it helps us somehow,
Yeah.
because it makes us, they're innocent. There's nothing malicious about them. They could never hurt you.
Yeah.
So we react differently to them
Yes.
versus people.
Yeah.
So
We've always had dogs, but I think it took us some time to become dog people. Like we had them, they were our pets, we fed them, we pet them, but it's on another level now. Like they sleep with us. My dad talks to them. My dad has never talked to animals before, but now
how old's
he's
your dad?
63.
Oh, young.
Yeah. Parang he's like before he didn't even know how to pet a dog. He'd just go like that. And then he would leave. You know, old school Chinese, like, yeah, we have dogs. But
You're okay. Okay.
they're not
yeah,
really
yeah.
like emotionally invested.
Yeah.
But ever since we got like when it started with my brother, he got a cat over pandemic. And then that time my beagle just died because they're prone to seizures. So we had a series of beagles before and they were all diagnosed with seizures. I don't know why beagles get seizures. And then I was so depressed after my beagle died. Like I was super sad that I didn't want to get a pet anymore. But then my best friend showed me like a picture, like, hey, our batchmate is selling puppies. Maybe you want to check it out. So I saw the roster, and then when I saw Momo, I was just like, okay, this is not my pet, this is my child. So I got him. And then that connection of not only just a pet, but like fur baby talaga, like really your kid. It started with him. And then after him, we got Audie. And after Audie, we got Sake. And then tuloy-tuloy na.
Yeah. So those are mostly adopted then.
Audie, Sake, this one. We also found a cat on the street that we ended up getting.
No, so I like this idea, because a lot of people, they promote adopt, don't shop, right? But I don't so much espouse to it because now what's nice about your story is your love for the dog developed because you bought an animal, but you didn't stop there.
Yeah.
It progressed. So it's
It
not
did.
it's not that I want to bash people or whatever, but yes, it would be great to adopt because there's so many homeless
Yes.
dogs.
Yes.
But if it starts from there,
It starts, yes.
yeah, so nothing is ever
precisely.
black and white, totally.
Yeah, that is true.
Right?
And then like when I think when my parents saw how much I loved Momo, and then when we got Audie and how loyal Audie was to my brother, And then when we got Sake, my mom ended up falling in love with Sake. So funny. So I got
Sake is also
adopted.
Aspen.
Aspen also. But he's like, his hair is so soft. May halo yan. I'm just not
Yeah,
sure.
nalahian. Yeah.
And then I got Sake because I wanted Momo to have a playmate. They ended up hating each other. So when I got him, it was because in the playpen when I went to the adoption drive, they were playing the only one. So I was like, this is the one. Like, this is the one that Momo likes. And then when Sake hit, like, I think 6 months, kaboom, wala na. Like,
And up to now?
up to now. Like, I have they all go to dog school. So I have a trainer coming to my house just to make them stop fighting. And then with all of the dynamic with all of the dogs, even my family, our dynamic got so much better when we got dogs. Like, the house was a lot happier. We fought less. My dad became more
You're
caring.
too busy.
Yeah, everyone is just too busy to like
Taking care
take
of the
care.
dogs,
Like,
so the little things don't matter.
yes, exactly. Like my mom. So my mom's favorite is Sake. So it's officially her dog. She makes soup for them, but not like regular soup. She makes duck soup.
Oh my
She
Lord!
makes so siya.
Can I get adopted?
Like different kinds. Like, this is for the dogs. This is for the dogs. They have beef. They have pork. They have chicken. They have like depends. And then we're all like, you know what? We should all say thank you to Sake because since Sake is her favorite, she cooks for Sake. But since she's already cooking for Sake, she'll cook for everybody.
Everyone, yeah.
If Sake wasn't there, wala tayong soup, guys. And I don't cook, so I'll probably just get the soft food and mix it with water.
God bless you, Miss. What's your family name?
Kawpeng.
God bless you, Mrs. Kawpeng.
Yeah, mom.
God bless, the best.
Yeah, and then like next level, my mom now she goes down at 3 a.m. every single day because
Holy
Sake likes to
kamote.
pee at 3 a.m.
Holy kamote.
And she doesn't get mad. She doesn't get
No.
pissed.
You know what happened? Sake gave her a purpose. How old is she?
So. She's 62.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit, she's done her bit in
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
And
yeah.
now she has something to focus on.
My mom is a carer. Eh. She likes.
She's a giver.
So
She's a mother.
yeah. So her three kids are really big already, and we all have our own lives.
No, that's why so now Sake is her
Her
fourth
baby.
child.
Yeah. And my older brother nga also recently got a dog. His friend gave him a dog. And my older brother is a boy. So he's not, he's more, the dog is there. He'll play with the dog. But there's a different kind of like cariño when it's like Momo's practically human. The level that I care for that dog is practically human. So his dog ends up staying with my mom. So now my mom has 2 children.
It's the same. My husband is the same. Although he's older than your father, much older. But her name is Nimbus.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. And he's from Cebu. So she's a rescue from Cebu.
Yes.
But she has Dachshund blood, Dachshund blood. And I always joke, I hope we never fight with me and Nimbus because I really think you would choose Nimbus over me.
I think same with my boyfriend. I think he knows I'll pick Momo.
So it's like, I better not cross the line, But it's like that before he goes out of the house. It's like, I'll be back, ha?
Siya, hindi ikaw.
I'll be back.
Tapos pag ikaw, bye.
Oh, yeah. It's like, see you later.
Yeah.
So there's really that that dynamic, and I think it's because they're so innocent. So your ability to love them is different.
And that's true because it's not all sunshine and rainbows when you take care of the dog. Like, they do get naughty and you get frustrated with them. Like, they pee on your bed, you get angry and stuff. But then it's different with humans because there's always with humans, they're not so innocent, so they take it against you, someone, ganyan. And then with dogs, it's just after you get mad at them, they're just waiting for you to are we okay now? Are we okay now? Are we okay now? And then it's like,
Or their innocent eyes na parang, oop, sorry.
yeah.
Parang, I couldn't help myself, sorry.
And honestly, like my dogs also ay nako, see yan, magulo. Really saved me because Momo, I got him during a really difficult time during the pandemic, and I needed a purpose because I didn't even know what day and night was anymore. Like things were going on, and I needed something to keep me going, basically keep me alive.
This happened to a lot of people. Unfortunate, and they did take in animals. Unfortunately, a lot of them abandoned them or...
What?
Yes, that's why we have such an uptake in rescues. They were alone, bababa, they took in animals, and then after pandemic, back to work, they couldn't handle the animals. And so that's why rescues are, there were a lot, there's really a lot to rescue, but even more because we have like, I don't know how many American bullies. I don't know how many what you call those mini pinchers.
Oh
how
my
many,
God.
Yeah, chow chows. So they took them in, and they couldn't take care of them anymore. Or didn't want to, or didn't have the inclination or the time. And this is why I feel so bad because the animals were there.
Yeah, for you. And then
Diba?
you're just gonna leave.
Leave them or surrender them to the pound.
I can't.
Yeah. So that's why it's like it's heartbreaking, and that's why it's so hard to adopt out.
Yeah, especially after
If they're no longer puppies, especially, people have a harder time with adults.
Well, if they meet my brother's dog, Audie, my God, that was the easiest dog ever. We went that's why I said, like, why don't people adopt? Like this is wild because when we got to the event, this dog just started following my brother around. Like no
He
leash.
chose.
Yeah, he really
He
chose
was chosen.
Momo.
Momo.
Momo, come here. He's like, but mom, there's a cat. I'm gonna tie you. Anyway. And then he never peed inside, never pooed inside.
Oh my God, that's great.
Never. Like he eats and then like if ever he just has like weird rituals. Like he has to circle around the car 3 times before he goes in. Yeah. I think he's weird. And then if you stop him,
I love weirdos.
he'll repeat. He has to repeat it. He has to
3
circle
times.
3 times, and then he'll go in.
He has a process.
Yeah, he really like even my brother, because he had to study this dog. He was like, you know what? You just have to leave him alone. Because the more you stop it, he's never gonna go in the car. Like if you just pick him up, he'll pee. He'll pee himself.
So they teach you observation,
Mhm.
awareness, tolerance.
Yeah.
That okay, that you figured out
Yeah.
that's what he's gotta do. So you
Yeah.
gotta let him do it.
Yeah, and it's like amazing. Ayan na. You know what? Momo, you come here. Your sister is not that much of a problem.
Ayan na, tinan nyo. Adapt na lang kayo.
Purebreds are headaches. Like, I mean, really, really a headache talaga. I love him so much though. But
Of course, because it's like the naughty child. Like you get pissed off with
the
them, but you
eldest
love them.
entitled
Oh,
one.
diba?
Grabe.
Ay.
But it's really interesting to me how you can get to know a dog even if they don't talk to you.
Of course.
Like, it's so interesting. Like,
I'm telling you, there's a connection.
for example, with Momo, I know that with people, he doesn't like it when people barge in my room. You kind of have to ask him permission. Or like, I can tell by his face if he doesn't like a dog or a person. Or I can say, oh no, it's okay. He's not gonna do anything. And then I can tell but you can just tell certain things like when he's eating, I know that I can leave him alone in my room. If it's somewhere else, I have to sit beside him. Like, sometimes I think, how did I get to know
You do.
all of these
You
things?
do. You really, really do. And it builds that innate knowledge in you.
Yeah.
And that ability to catch, to
Yeah.
observe, to be aware, and to catch, and to translate it. So I always feel like there's different energy. And it not only informs you or educates you, but there's a knowledge behind it. And I really feel also that, I don't know if you feel the same way, you discover yourself as well.
Oh yes, like the patience that I grew, just by getting all of the dogs, or like the motherly instinct, I think, or like maturing also. Like you can't be selfish if you choose to
No.
take care of another life, but it's okay. Like you don't get angry at the fact like, oh my god, I can't go out, blah blah blah. In fact, it's like I want to go home now. I want to see my dog. I need to go home.
Yeah.
Before, like younger me would not even hassle myself like with Pili. Like she has so much medication now because she's going through like blood parasite.
Yeah.
And I will adjust talaga my whole schedule. Like, no, I have to be home by this time. And the fact that I don't mind is like, wow, like I can care for something this much compared to myself before. Like, just because I have like so many things to do, so many businesses and like, real life things going on.
Well, this is the thing, no? I'm glad you touched on that. You're doing something you love,
Yes.
so it's not work.
Yes.
And that's why, people who work in Biaya and whatever, I always can tell who is there for compliance, who's there just for a paycheck.
Yes,
And there's
yes.
nothing wrong with that. We have
Yeah,
to
it's
be,
life.
It's
It's
life.
life,
We have to
definitely.
be pragmatic.
Yes.
But my wish is always, I hope you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because then it's not work.
Yeah. I mean, there's still
Of course, it's not perfect. I mean,
like admittedly, it's also kind of dangerous when you do what you love because too much of it makes you hate it sometimes.
you think so?
See?
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're so used to peeing
My
and
purebred pee, poo, this everywhere. My Aspen will hold it in. She can hold it in 8-9 hours. She won't. So interesting with her. So we have a house and then we have a gate. She will not pee or poo even inside the gate. You have to take her outside my house.
Oh.
She only likes to poo and pee in the middle of the road.
Thank God she's still alive.
Like she'll find a hump, and then right in the middle.
Oh my God.
That has to be there.
Special.
It's incredible. Anyway.
So you have to walk her every day.
Oh, the bagyo, the recent one after Karina, diba? There was another one. Sabi ko, mga 10-11 hours na tayo, she hasn't peed or pooed. Because it was raining so hard out. I had to go out with a payong being blown by the wind. I was like, Pili, let's go back inside na. She was still going around. I was just like, there's a bagyo. My umbrella was going like baliktad already. Refused. Can't be inside. Has to be outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. God bless you, Pili. Pili, come on. Come on, Mijo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when you do too much of what you love, sometimes you get really annoyed and you really hate it. But like, I think it's also a good thing that I suddenly have 5 dogs in my house. Because
You don't have time to think about this.
yes. Exactly. Like I look at them, it's just like I don't have time to fester in these feelings.
No.
Because you have to eat, you have to pee, you have to poo.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And thank God for that.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
I have this saying that I said in the event the other day. It's from a writer called Octavia Butler, and she said something to the effect that everything you touch, you change. Everything you change changes you. Change is always there.
Yeah.
God is change.
Yeah.
So I always look at them as these beings of light that come into your life, and they change you. And it's up to you how to process that change.
Yeah. Like did I ever think that I would let an animal give birth in my room and excrete all her fluids on my floor. And like, I didn't mind. I was like cheering for her. Like, it really brought out a different side of me when I started caring for animals at this level that I do right now. Like, I guess you can say, yeah, I was quite an entitled, spoiled brat before. A regular.
And that's okay.
Like, yeah, young, immature, regular private school kid who would leave responsibilities to other people because I don't want to be hassled. Like, no, I have dance class. No, I can't do it. I have to study. I have to blah, blah, blah. But then now it's like my life is maybe 100 times more stressful, but I find myself making time. Like, no, I have to be the one to give the medicine. I have to be the one to feed them. I have to be the one to walk them. Like, I'll finish working at night, sometimes 8 p.m. already.
So you're done with school.
I'm 34.
Okay. Sorry. You look so
really
young.
old.
You look young. Okay.
No, I'm 34. So now I finish working sometimes at 8 p.m. training, 9 p.m. sometimes, 10 p.m. And if I still need to walk them, we will still go out at 11 p.m.
But
so that
that's
I'll be the one to walk
yeah.
them.
So that's, in a way, they're like bookends in the sense that
Kind of like I start and end with them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that is like the signal now. Now it's rest time.
Mm-hmm.
Now the day starts.
And I really need it because, like, with how stressful also my life is, I have no choice but to stop working because of them. So it's like I have to stop working for an hour because we need to go for a walk. And if I didn't have that, I think I'd go
Straight.
like crazy. Like either really crazy or really,
So you're intense.
I'm like I'm super perfectionist. I'm super, like I always have to have control and stuff, which you will never have really full control over
So it's
them.
a big lesson for you.
Yeah, like to let things go and like things aren't a big deal. Like they pee on my bed.
So they
I'm-
changed you.
Yeah.
They changed you for the better.
Mm-hmm.
They made you more human.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're controlling and you're a perfectionist,
Yeah.
sometimes you expect that of other people.
Yeah.
So they taught you tolerance.
Yes. And I was also, maybe in my younger days, I would say like more arrogant. Like you just feel like you're on top of the world because you do all of the
Invincible.
work. Yeah, invincible. But then with them, it's like sometimes you really can't win.
No, you can't. And
Yeah.
and it's up to you
Mm-hmm.
how you deal with that.
Yeah. Especially like Momo. I wouldn't say Momo's a problem dog, but he does slip up the most. Especially because I live with other people. And it's like maybe the personality of my old self before would just solve the problem by cutting it out. Like, I don't know if I would give him away or like I'd probably just seclude him to one area and he's only
So
allowed
wait,
here and whatever.
Yeah. You're a Gen. I'm confused with all these Gen Zs, Gen whatever.
I'm a millennial.
You're a millennial.
Yeah. I'm 1990, so I'm like peak millennial.
Okay. Yeah, like my daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter and my son are millennials.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
still trying to understand that because
Oh.
we were talking about that, and now there's apparently a
Alpha.
something alpha, and I was like,
My students are Gen Z, and then
you-
I was
you
just
teach?
yes. I'm a dance teacher,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why I was saying I teach until 8:00, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Maybe you can teach me how to dance. I have 2 left feet, but anyway, we're slam dancing. That's our
as long as you can bop around. So, like I just started getting used to Gen Z, and then I realized there was already Gen Alpha, and I have to adjust to the way that they talk because I teach them. So if I don't talk in their language, they don't understand me. So it's like anyway. So,
I love that.
like guys, period. And then they're
Yeah.
all looking at me. I was like, oh, see, now you understand what I'm saying. You have to do like when I talk to
I
them.
cannot.
Like when I talk to them, like I have to use stuff like guys, you have to be Sigma. Like I have to talk
What
like
is that?
It's like Sigma is like the peak.
Oh
Like-
my God.
Like
Forget it. I'm too old for that stuff.
and like they really teach me
Yes,
so many
again,
things.
yeah. So the dogs help you
tolerate.
tolerate, but they also parang they're your alphas.
Oh, those two protect my studio. They know who are my students. They know who are their carers, like
Where's
the
your
nannies.
studio?
In my house.
Ah,
Yeah. So it's about this whole thing.
Okay.
A little bit wider lang. So quite big then. Like they know who are their yayas, they know the moms, they know the dads, and then any other stranger that tries to come in the studio cannot. They will like they can tell.
Diba? Cheap security guard.
Super cheap security guard. Super. Like there was a time me and my mom got into an argument and then I think Momo could feel that na pinapagalitan ako ng mom ko. So the next day, and this is bad, but he really like went for my mom talaga.
Oh my gosh.
And it was really like, oh my God.
Oh
Like,
my
I'm gonna
God.
get excommunicated. We're gonna get kicked out, Momo. Like, mom's going to tell me to move out, whatever. Amazingly, my mom was just super understanding. She was like, no, like Momo, are we friends? Like, she was really trying to make friends with Momo.
Did she figure out why?
I figured out.
Did she figure it
Probably not. But now, she doesn't go to my room unattended anymore.
Ah!
Like, she doesn't.
She knows her
doesn't.
boundaries.
Yes, she doesn't barge in anymore. So me and her fight less.
out? Oh.
Because like, you know, there's like a physical boundary. Like, you know, this is Michelle's space and now she knows. She's like, okay, no. But it's not because of me. It's like, Momo will attack me if I go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great because now me and my mom also fight less.
Yeah, so the dogs actually give you, in some way, a routine.
Yes, exactly. That's why I would
Something
say
you probably don't have.
something I didn't have before. That's why I was
Aside from the dancing, I'm sure the dancing was a discipline, but this is a different discipline.
I think it's because like okay, the one you were mentioning earlier about when you're doing something you love, it's never work. And I said no, it's also dangerous when your work is what you love because you end up kind of building not resentment, but sometimes you get so buisit at it. So since I've been dancing since I was 5 years old. I turned it into a career when I was 25 already. I took a short break in between because I tried to let it go because real life things like you don't have to give up dancing now because that doesn't earn you money, blah blah blah.
Same.
And then after that I was like, I can't let this go. Like it's the type that every time I'd be coaching, I would cry because I'm so happy. So I was about 25. So I was just like, no, I have to turn this into something. So dancing became my career. But since I was doing everything that had to do with dancing, choreographing, dancing itself, directing, you name it, I was doing everything already. There was no more schedule because everything revolved around that. Like if I had to do director work at whatever AM, no, that's not true. I just don't sleep. So if I had to do director work from like, let's say 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. and then something will hit me and I'm like, oh, I can change. Biglang something about choreo will hit me and then I won't sleep till 7 a.m. And then I'll sleep first siguro 7 to 12. And then I'll have, let's say, teaching. And then I'll have training after. And then, basta, wala na akong schedule.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Because things will just hit me at like random times. And I have to do it right away. Because I can't sleep if I don't do it.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So, like, I had no more routine. I had no more schedule because everything revolved around work, which was something I loved. So I just kept doing it. And even if it was something I loved, I think it just turned me into a very, like, perfectionist.
So they gave you some sort of format.
Yes. So when I got Momo, wala na akong choice. 6 a.m. was wake up and then we have to play. And then he has to nap. And then parang he gave me a schedule na when I just got him anyway. By 11 p.m., I was so tired na.
Yeah, wala na.
Wala
Hands
na.
up ka na.
Like, give up na ako.
Yeah.
And then, like, he just gave me night and day again. And then all of the other dogs followed. I guess because, like, after a while, one dog became easy. And then I was just like, oh, get another one.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we get another one. And now we have, like, 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
cats pa. Yeah. So, yun. And even, like, the joy it gave my family was really different. Because like everybody was so absorbed in their own stuff already and like it just brought back also a lot of happiness in my house. Like my dad became also more sensitive or like he's already sensitive to his kids. But iba kasi pag it's like sinamomo, sinapili, because they're like permanent babies forever.
Yeah.
And that just softens you, right?
Yes.
So like my dad really became softer. My mom, as a natural, like she really likes taking care of stuff. Now she always has things to take care of. Me, it gave me like a schedule. My brother, who moved out, gave him company. So now he doesn't never feels alone because he always talks to Audie. He knows Audie's always there. So it really becomes obvious like if we didn't have them, I think wouldn't, they just made all of our lives lighter. Parang
Yeah, because they take
hindi
on that
masyadong
energy.
mabigat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they take on that energy, actually.
Yeah.
They have the capacity to suck that out.
And like they're really like a topic of bonding.
Yes, they are.
Like, you know what Saki did today? La, la, la,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it really just brought us the dynamic a lot.
My daughter has 5 cats and 1 rescue dog.
Mm-mm.
She's an artist. She went to Central St. Martin's in the UK.
Mm-mm.
And London wintertime can be tough.
Mm.
Really
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
And so she got a rescue dog,
Mm-mm.
Luna. And she would just take really long walks
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
with Luna, and, you know, because she's an artist, so she has a practice. And, you know, it came to the point, originally she was like, Mom, I want to get a dog. I was like, cat.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you even have the time for it. And then, what are your plans later on? Are you going to come home? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
No, I just had to do this. I have to do this. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
They grew up with animals all
Yeah.
their life, so it's part of them.
Yeah.
And she was going down the rabbit hole. She was
Yep.
really low, you know.
Yeah.
And then she got Luna, and it gave her purpose and whatever. And it really helped her a lot, because, you know, as a parent, I was like, okay, wait, I'm getting a little bit, you know, I'm watching what she's producing, the art that she's making, and I'm like,
Yeah.
she's down the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
right? And
You,
then
you see it eh.
you see it, you feel
Yeah.
it, right? So I was like, okay. And then she came out of that.
Mm-mm.
And, you know, it made her figure out what she wanted to do. So it was funny, because it was like, oh, you want to come home? Oh my gosh, cats, are you going to come home? Really? You know, you have your own place already in London, blah, blah, blah. And she missed home. So I said, what are you going to do with Luna? And she was like, no, that's not negotiable. I'm bringing her
There,
home.
yeah, yeah.
And she figured everything out
Yeah.
to be able to bring her home. And
Yeah.
so it taught her responsibility, but it also made her like take life easier, because she's a perfectionist. She's tough on herself,
Yeah.
you know, like most artists. Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I remember one time I was in London, and, you know, she always wanted her own space. So I would never sleep in her apartment. She had a big apartment, because she took in somebody to rent the room, right? So I would never
Yes.
sleep. So
Yeah.
I would stay somewhere else. And then I remember she said, why don't you come home? Come and let's have dinner. So I was like, okay. So we come in, and it's literally the sardines, because it's cold, are still you know, like you open the can and then you make
Naka-form.
it like that. Form pa siya. Like, I was
Naka-jelly.
like, really, Kat?
Is
You're
this
gonna-
dinner?
This is dinner, right? Yeah, right. So, and Luna really helped her out. So she has, I think, 5 cats, and Luna. So,
She took them all?
the 5 cats are from here, and Luna she took home. The 2 cats are a gift from me.
Okay.
So-
Kala ko she had 5 cats there. She brought all the 5
No,
cats.
just one Luna.
Wow.
No, just one Luna, and it brought us together as a family.
Yeah.
you
It
know?
really, that what you were saying, like your daughter is such a perfectionist, and it really made her less intense. That's very, very true. Like, I don't know how less intense I needed to get that the Lord was just like, here's 4 dogs. 4 dogs. But it really makes you like, just laugh. You can
Yeah.
just choose to laugh at stuff. You don't need to like take things too seriously or make dib stuff so
Yeah.
much because at the end of the day, does it matter?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, I'm still gonna cuddle you at the end of the day. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you get mad at me, you don't get mad at me. Like, they love you no matter what.
Actually, that's what I was telling some friends of mine. I have a lot of friends from Ika.
Oh,
I'm
really?
godmother to a lot of Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
Chinese Filipinos,
Uh-huh.
and I always say, get a dog
Yeah.
because they teach unconditional love,
Yeah.
and I know.
But it's different if the dog picks you.
yes,
It's super
yes,
different.
yes,
Like,
yeah, they can get a dog that picks them.
yes.
You
Because
know?
I think that's more if they want to get that. Because if it's like just like, oh, I'm just gonna get a dog and then they pick whatever random dog, they're not gonna feel it. Eh.
No.
It has to be that dog that's really like looking at them
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're the
I
one
get it. Yeah,
going
yeah.
to keep me alive.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like some random dog that
Yeah.
didn't pick them,
Yeah.
well, let's face it, they're gonna assign it to someone else. They're just
Correct.
gonna be
Correct.
like, oh, pakainin mo,
Absolutely.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But if it only looks at you, like, wala
Yeah.
kang choice.
So that's a good thing.
Diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, kaya nga, like I said, it's a good thing Momo picked me. Actually, mutual yun eh. Even when I went to the place where I had to pick him up, all his siblings were playing. He was just the only one looking at me.
you.
And he was really the one that I saw.
It was
Super.
Predestined.
We're super in sync. Like when I have my period, he knows. No one can go near me. He will bite anyone who will go near me.
come on.
Really? Oh, you know how to do that. You know. Or you
She
want
doesn't know
mommy?
me. She doesn't know me.
You want mom.
Yeah, no. It's incredible. It's really incredible.
No, not
What they teach us.
Mm-mm.
We can learn so much from them, and then we become better humans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. And like, even, I'm just, like I said kanina, I'm just not over it. The amount of care that you can give them really teaches you so much about yourself.
Yeah.
And yun nga, like, it's
They bring
really
out the best in us.
super surprising because yun nga, I would say I was an arrogant young adult. Like, I was mayabang, like, superiority, you call it what, God complex, superiority complex, like,
Yeah.
all of that. But like with them, it's like because it doesn't really matter if you're the best or the worst in what you're doing. They will love you no matter what. So, parang it
So
made
they made you go
me-
soft on yourself and on others.
Yeah. Like, grabe din ako magalit at other people before. Like, bitch talaga. Like, even I would call, like, girl, calm down. I would look at my younger self and be like, pinapatunayan mo, hello.
Yeah.
Parang ganyan. But now, like, they really just, they soften me a lot. Well, yeah, actually, I would say even my students, their parents kasi my students are re-enrolled students. So, if they've been with me since they were 5 years old and now they're 13, they've been with me for that long. And even they said, like, you really got over the years. Like,
Mellow.
they're like, you really mellowed down. Like, okay, nagagalit pa rin ako.
Of
like,
course.
Like, I still, like, I don't know, like, straight up to your face, like, I'll tell you, like, what's up, ganyan. But, sabi na, like, even they observed, it's different compared to before. Because before, this one is my words na. Parang before, I felt like I had something to prove. And now it's just a fact. Pangit ka, gumalaw, and you have to fix it. Ganyan.
Yeah.
Before, it's just, there was that added layer na, parang there was some underlying insecurity
Yes,
pa
of
there.
course. Yeah.
Now it's just more of just like,
Factual.
matter of fact. Yeah, just get the job done and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like they have like a big something to do with that.
Yeah, of course.
Because now, before, if I get one mistake lang when I'm on stage and let's say I miss something, I would cry. Like, it's not good enough. I'll watch the video over and over again. Before kahit na injured ako, I would still work
Push.
out, move, push, like really just stupid levels of not taking care of myself for the sake of being perfect, which was dumb. Pero now, like, they really taught me how to take it easy. Like, today, mom, we're just gonna walk. Like,
Yeah.
or sometimes I'm so tired na they'll be the ones to be like, okay, today you're just gonna stay.
We're
Parang,
gonna hang out.
oo, injured ka na, so dito ka lang. Ganyan. Or like, super funny, there was this time that something happened to either my ankle or my knee or something. And then that time, Momo got some sort of stomach bug, I think. So he wasn't allowed to walk for a
So
few
you couldn't
for a few
walk?
days. That was his that was the doctor said, okay, for 3 days he's not allowed to go. Ganyan. And then I was just like, so I can walk. 'Cause I couldn't leave him alone that time. He was small pa. Then I was thinking like, oh,
Timing.
so now I can't. I really can't move because no, my old self pipilitin ko yun eh. No, we have to walk today. Ganyan. Tapos, yun, parang ako say, oh, we can't walk today. And then something as simple as that, because I can't skip. Like my workouts, I can't skip. My walking, I can't skip. Anything that has to do with bettering myself, I can't skip. But because of them, like things happen that you can't,
Yeah.
you don't expect, like rush to the vet or whatever. And then I realized na, so I have to skip, right? And then parang I think na, oh, I did skip. Did anything bad come out of skipping it? Nothing. So it's like, I really learned how to take it easy on myself.
Well, you're
also.
giving yourself permission.
Yeah. And maybe just getting older and just tired.
I think all of those things included. All
Yeah.
of those things included, but it's also that
Yeah.
they opened that door.
Yeah, they opened the door. Like, it's always been there. I could have gone in, but I refused to. But parang wala kang choice. Even my friends would tell me, like, alam, nangyari yan sa'yo para wala ka ng choice. Kailangan mo na talaga mag-rest. Nangyari yan sa'yo because wala ka ng choice. You really have to stop.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
universe has its way, and now we have Pili.
So many instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And now we have this baby girl.
Yeah.
Grabe, no? She can just sit here.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, shoo, you. So what are your plans moving forward? Do you have any plans? Do you have any shows? Do you have
Right now that's what we're busy with because I have production in January and then
this is like a
it's a recital, but my recitals kasi are like production level. So
and where do you hold them?
this next year it's going to be in BGC Performing Arts Theater.
Oh, you have to plug it.
Huh. Oh, well, it's a private show because because it's 100 students and
Oh,
their
wow.
families pa lang punong-puno na yan. So
Okay. Sayang.
yeah.
Is it like video? Does it get
It
shown
yeah,
somewhere?
I video it and then I post it naman after.
Where do
Oh, I have a few things to plug though.
Yeah, go.
So I do have Gusto mo ikaw mag-plug? Gusto mo?
In Dog Talk.
Okay. I do have a brand. It's called Strong Girl TM. So
That's the bag, no?
so I have like
Yeah.
a series of bags, backpacks, travel
You have to put
for
that on the
travel
thing, huh?
gear.
Put
Yes,
it on
tote
the
bags,
video.
backpacks. I do have tumblers as well. So if you want to check those out, super duper dependable bag. When I created those things, it's like, no, it has to be like a tambak and you take everything with you. You can throw it on the floor, you can throw it in the air, you don't have to take care of it. I also have a fragrance tied up with Sense and Style. So I created a fragrance and the proceeds of that actually go to a shelter. Yeah, I think I picked God Sanctuary for stray animals. So if you get to buy my fragrance from Sense and Style, This Is Me collection, you'll see my name is called Mitch. The title is I'm Here. The name of the fragrance is I'm Here, which is very representative of also how I am like as a person. Like I'm always here for you, ganyan. And the proceeds of that go to helping stray animals.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
so if you want to go check them out, they're in Shopee, Lazada, Sense and Style. Yeah.
So tell me one last thing. how do you see? What would you say to the world? What would you say to the world at this point of your life? So you said when you were younger, you were this type A personality. You've mellowed out now. Say, what would you say to somebody else, to somebody younger, or to your students, or to people who want to help strays, or anything? What comes to mind? I know I put you on the spot. I'm sorry about this.
I think what I would tell people first and foremost, I guess, growing up is you really have to learn how to ride the waves. Like, I think that was one big thing. You have to build yourself to be confident enough that whatever the world throws at you, you can handle it. Because
But that's very different from the world now because there's cancel culture. There's
Yeah.
also call out culture
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't agree. But you seem to be in the middle ground right now where you're able to see where you're not perfect.
yeah, and just accept it for what it is. That's why I said you have to build yourself to be confident enough. So that you can
saying
ride
that
the
the
wave.
confidence is the key.
Yes. Like, not, it's confidence. Confidence is
Proper
not like
proper confidence.
proper confidence is just acceptance of who you are and who you are not. It's not pretending to be something else.
So would you take into consideration that who you are now will not be who you are in 5 years?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Who
So-
I am
so
today
it's a-
is not myself.
Yeah,
2
so,
years
so,
ago.
so I wanted to make that clear because
Yeah.
it's like you're here today, you know who you are today,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a constant evolution.
Like, wherever you are
You build from there.
at whatever specific point in your life, just accept that this is where you are right now. Because, I mean, even if you have the confidence, the acceptance, things are not always going to go good.
They're not static.
Yes. It's not always going to be like that, but you're going to need the bad stuff to build who you will be tomorrow.
Yun. O yun.
Right?
The bad
So,
stuff. The bad
yes.
stuff that actually is like I say, pardon my French,
Yeah.
shit is
Yeah.
fertilizer.
Yeah.
Right? And use it
Exactly.
as fertilizer.
Exactly. Yes, true. So that's why you have to really just know in your brain that you're just riding the wave. Like, it's a bad wave now, ride it. It's a good wave now, ride it. Like, because during that ride, you don't know what you're going to learn about yourself. You don't know what you're going to realize about yourself. And then your next version is coming in the next wave.
You know, this is I'm not religious in that sense, but this is where God, the Bible says, know thyself.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. And
Yeah.
that thyself is evolving,
Always evolving.
always evolving.
And I feel like me saying that message to the world is the most important, because what is a big thing that people have to deal with right now? Anxiety.
yes.
Because they're always worrying about the future, something that they don't know. That's why I say ride the wave, because you will never expect how the next wave is going to be like. So you really just
So
have
you know
to
what
ride
you
it.
need to do now? You need to have since you do these things with Shoppies and stuff, make a little booklet with all your ride the wave. Or have a tote say, ride the wave, you know?
I should.
Diba?
Oh, she gave me an idea.
Diba?
I should. It's a big. People think like I have a dance school also because like, oh, Michi dances well. Well, logically she has a dance school, but I don't think people know that the main reason why I chose to pursue the dance school is because as a girl, and I'm not of typical build as a girl and stuff like that. Like, I wasn't the typical girl also before when I was younger. There were so many instances that I was made to feel other or different or not good enough, whatever. But I thought when I opened this school, I was just like, it's going to be the type of school that I will teach younger girls to be happy with themselves wherever they are. Teach them confidence. Teach them that whatever they want to do, they can do it. Nothing is ever too hard. If you set your mind on something, you can do it. And dance is just kind of my medium to do so.
Yes.
But how to deal with life, that's my main goal when I teach these girls. So it's like as simple as arriving on time, or if I see them not trying their best or just like making everything balewala, like irregular. Diba? Parang if you're just when I call them aside to talk to them, because if it's during studio time, it's always just like you have to make your plie deeper or whatever. It's some very technical
Yeah.
stuff. But like when I call them aside, it's just like I tell them like, is there anything happened to you right now that's not great or whatever, that's why you're behaving like this? They're like, oh no, nothing, or they'll just give me some whatever
random.
reason. Yeah. And I was just like, okay, but you know, when you're old, when you're growing up, you can't be like this. If you're gonna choose to appear somewhere and it's something that means a lot to you, or it's something that your parents paid for, or it's something that's important, if you're here, you're here because you make time for things that are important to you. And that means putting in effort. Because here in dance class, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? I get upset. But then if you go to work one day, but you don't feel like going to work, but then you have to work, you're just going to tell your boss you don't want to work? Hello. Can't be like that, no? And then it's an avenue for me to teach them about
Life.
I thought that was Momo. It's the cat. Okay. Like, how'd you get up there? It's an avenue for me to teach them about life. And like, even like the parents get surprised because when they come to school, all of a sudden their leadership roles na. And then you see like their character development, that they're really becoming more like fighter attitude. But learning from my mistakes, I also teach them to laugh. Like a lot. That's what I
Yes.
notice with kids now. Like they really, at so young, they're so hard on themselves.
Yes.
They don't like making mistakes. They don't like pinapagalitan sila and whatever. And I really teach them that because, like I said, I'm not a sunshine and rainbows teacher. I'm a very I'm scary kind of, little bit. But I'm funny.
Yeah. And
So-
you have the humor always saves.
Yeah, humor always saves. So I really teach them how to laugh at themselves. Like, it's really just an avenue for me to teach little girls how to deal with life because life isn't easy.
So, you're sharing for them, but you're also sharing for yourself.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I think so.
They say, like my kids, my students, like
That's how you give.
that's how I give, but they also give me back.
Of course, no,
So,
because
so,
it's
so
a
much.
relationship. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as one way.
No.
No.
Yeah, I agree. Like, there's no such thing. Like, the teacher I am today is because I learned from my students who are now 17.
Yeah.
Like, the
Exactly.
teacher I am now to my 8-year-olds is because of my
Yes,
17-year-olds.
and
I,
that's
like, I
how-
learned so
and
much
that's
from
how
them.
it is. We
Yeah.
every so-called mistake is a learning opportunity.
Yeah. So I will stick by what I said. Ride every wave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
It was really wonderful. Give us the links to your videos.
Yes.
So that we can put it in the, where do you put that? No, the thing. Where do you put that in the comment section? How do you put those links? You'll figure it out.
He will figure it
Yeah,
out. But
he-
if ever you guys can follow me on Instagram
Yeah, on
or
Instagram or-
Instagram or TikTok.
I don't have TikTok, but yeah.
Chocolate Chip, Mitch and Chocolate Chip. You can put like the text there.
Can
and
you put
then,
that also in the comment
Yeah,
section,
I also
please?
have Strong Girl TM. And yeah, if you want, just follow me there. And you'll see everything. It's all linked anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You are a blessing to so many.
Oh, you too!
And,
What you're doing here is amazing. I'm so
and-
happy I got to meet you.
No, the pleasure is all mine. And thanks for your time
Of
and
course.
sharing of yourself.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm so kilig. Thank you, guys.
Ingat mga kabiyaya. Salamat sa Ayala Malls. Thanks for always supporting us and our adoption drives. Ingat po kayong lahat. Be a biyaya. Whatever you are, you're already a blessing. So just let it shine through. Salamat. Hello mga kabiyaya.
We are here to discuss anything under veterinary services, rescues, adoptions, TNVR, animal welfare, responsible pet ownerships. Anything and everything as well in between. Kung nais po ninyong magiging isang biyaya sa aming mga alagang aso't pusa, please comment below or message our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. Maraming salamat.